It's showtime.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode, and this is part 3 of our assertiveness series. Now, if you haven't seen the other 2 parts, they're on the channel, so check them out when you get a moment. If not, no worries, we'll recap them briefly in this video. So with that said, let's jump straight into it.
Listen to me very carefully.
So before we begin, let's just get our working definition of assertiveness so we're all on the same page. Assertiveness is one of the most important and crucial social skills that you need to develop in the modern era. Assertiveness is not aggression, rather it's a special form of communication where you can freely express your thoughts, beliefs, opinions and feelings in an open way without violating the rights of another person. In other words, you're expressing your opinion in a non-aggressive way without letting the other person take advantage of you or cross your boundaries. And as I mentioned in my first video, you're basically learning how to stand up for yourself and communicate more effectively so no one can take liberties with you. Okay, so the first method in part 3 of our series is beliefs. A lot of people have negative beliefs about themselves, and this stops them from communicating in an assertive way. If you have depressive or anxious beliefs such as no one likes me, I'm useless, then that's going to come across when you're communicating with other people. Beliefs such as this will stop you from being assertive because subconsciously you want others to like you, so you will act in ways, even if it goes against your best interests, to get this outcome. Now, it's important you weed out any of these beliefs because it affects your self-esteem and it affects your confidence, and those are big components in being assertive. You can try things such as cognitive behavioral therapy if you've got a therapist in your area, or you can get cognitive behavioral therapy workbooks off Amazon, and that will help you identify these negative thought patterns and retrain them or restructure them. Alternatively, you can check out the videos on our channel, and that will also help you in a similar way. Next method, practice your assertive skills with someone else. This is especially true if you implement the measures that I mentioned in part 2 of this series. Practicing with someone else will get you used to the process of being assertive, and it will help sharpen you up. That way, when something happens in the real world, the transition to being more assertive will be more natural and easier. And heck, if you haven't got someone to practice with, practice in front of the mirror. It might feel uncomfortable and a bit weird, but we're all trying to level up. So practice your assertiveness skills with someone else. If not, use the mirror and practice on yourself. Next method, get used to being comfortable with uncomfortable situations. Because here's the reality, no matter who you are in life, you're always going to have to encounter uncomfortable situations, both socially, personally, and in all aspects of life, to be honest. Get used to being comfortable in these situations and nothing will be able to hold you back. This can be achieved by desensitization. The more you expose yourself to these uncomfortable situations, the easier it becomes over time. This one measure will seriously help you in all aspects of your life. Next method, have responses ready when someone crosses your boundary or when you need to assert yourself. This goes back to the second measure I spoke about with practicing with someone else or practicing in front of the mirror. If you have some canned responses ready to go, it's going to make it much easier to be assertive in the real world when a situation that comes up requires it. Next method, and we mentioned this previously, practice good general body language. Because here's the truth, people can sense when they can't mess with someone. Okay, and if you have strong body language, you're going to give off that vibe. Practice having good eye contact, practice having non-fidgeting body language, practice sitting with a straight back, walk with a purpose, and walk like you own the place, to be honest with you. When someone sees this body language, they're going to immediately think you're a high value person and not mess with you. Okay? I'll do a video on body language, so subscribe and we will stick that on the channel in the coming weeks. And that's one you definitely do not want to miss because it can help you in all aspects of your life. Next method, practice being non-reactive. The person who cares less always wins in any social situation. Now, I'm not telling you to go around saying, I don't care, look at me. This is more of an indirect, non-verbal form of communication where you don't take a person's response personally. Okay, you take it for what it is. It is what it is. It's something you deal with in the moment, and then you let go. When you can do that, again, people are going to sense that you're someone that can't be messed with, and they will be very reluctant to cross your boundaries. Okay, now if you implement all the measures that I spoke about in part 1, part 2, and part 3 of our assertive series, I promise you, you will improve this area of your life. Okay, stay tuned, because we're not finished with this series. We're going to go even deeper in the next part. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, but yeah, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will speak to you in the next one. Take care, people. Peace.